Friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first TBR of the year 2025. Holy snaky, where, I know everyone's saying it, but like, where did 2024 go? Just like crazy. This one might be a little bit longer of a video as I explain how TBRs are going to go in the year of 2025 and future of this channel, maybe. I don't know, at least for the year of 2025. I will also be participating in TBR-a-thon, which is hosted by Leandra from the TBR Zero. But this will be a separate TBR video. Today, I am super happy to announce that I've been making these TBR jars. So these are all the Kindle books that I own on top, audiobooks. Then, oh wait, nope, sorry, Kindle books, physical books. This one is reading vlogs that I would like to do, and I don't really have that many options in here. So if you have any like themed reading vlogs that you would like me to do, or any like trends that are going on that you think would be cool to see on my channel, please let me know so I can fill this more. Right now there's like 8 different ones, 8 different vlogs, and I printed the paper twice, so it's each one is in there twice. So like the Walk Away series, which is what I'm going to be calling my Read It or Unhaul It challenge on my channel. Everyone has different names for it. There's like the Reading Ultimatum, Read It or Unhaul It, Shelve It or Scrap It. It's essentially the same thing. I'm doing the Walk Away series because the lyrics are, should you stay or should you go? I don't even know. I don't even have the answer. Should you stay or should you go? So I was just kind of, inspired by Kelly Clarkson. So there's that one. I want to continue my horror reading vlogs. At the beginning of last year, I was doing horror reading vlogs where I was testing what I like in horror novels and reading 101 horror novels to read before you're murdered, and then I'm reading all the books that are in here. I have since decided that I'm not going to read every single book in here because some of them I have previously tried to read and DNF'd, and I just know that there are certain like triggers that I can't read, but I do want to get back into that. So that's in here. And then there's like 24-hour reading vlogs. But if you guys have any ideas, just let me know in the comments below and I'll add them to my jar. But then I have audiobooks, Kindles, and Death by TBR. The Death by TBR is my physical TBR. And going forward this year, I'm going to pick like 2 from each. So 2 Kindles, 2 audiobooks, 2 physical books. So that's a total of 6 books. But in addition to those 6, I know that's kind of all over the place. I'm sorry. In addition to those 6, I have 3 reading challenges that I want to participate in. So each month there is a different prompt from the 3 different reading challenges that I'm going to try to partake in all year. If, say that I get a book that fits for one of the prompts, then, you know, that's fine. It doesn't take away. It just means that it's already checked off. I don't have to add 4 more books or 3 more, but we'll see. Okay. The first one is 2025 Read Your Bookshelf Challenge by Chantel Reads All Day. I will link all of their channels down below. But there's a new prompt every month. For the month of January, it's beauty. So you could pick like a beautiful cover. You could pick the word beauty in the title, which I don't think I have anything for that. Then you could also do like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's like subjective. You can definitely pick that one. However, like subjective, I want to be with that one. January, so TBR Knockout is by Mel from Completely Melanie. And this has both TBR Knockout and Buzzwordathon have changed slightly. So I'm going to explain real quick. You get 2 prompts for TBR Knockout. And it used to be that you had to pick a separate book for each prompt. But this year, you can pick 2 different books or only use 1 prompt or pick 1 book. It's very much like up to your interpretation. I'm going to try to either combine both prompts here or combine both prompts on Buzzwordathon, or say that like there's a dark word in the title that also has a pattern on the cover. I can mix and match the 4 different prompts. I hope that makes sense. It'll make sense as we go throughout the year, I'm sure. But for TBR Knockout in January, dark is the theme. So a dark word or a dark theme in the book. And for Buzzword, this year we have a word or a category of words. And then we also have the Buzz Cover Challenge, which is to read look for different things on the cover. So in January, it's Truth and Lies. And the pattern or the January prompt is that there has to be a pattern on the book cover. I will be coming back to those at the end of this video because I haven't picked them yet, and it might change depending on what I get in my jars. So let's start. Each month I want to do a different vlog, and I would actually, for the vlogs, I only want to do a vlog every other month, because if I add vlogging onto my already really busy schedule, I think I will set myself up for failure. But if I pick one every 2 months, then I have a little bit of wiggle room to incorporate my vlog, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna do that one. Let's see. Let's try this one. Okay, a little one. But let's see what it says. Oh, okay, that's cool that I'm giving myself 2 months because it says read it like social media. So I have to find a booktuber. I know a lot of booktubers. Not personally, but I watch a lot of booktubers, okay? So basically, I just have to find a booktuber that I would like to experiment to see if I have the same reading style as that person. So that'll be fun, and I have until March to do it. So I have all of January and all of February. It should be out by March when I will pick another book or another video. if somehow I do a video every single month, then we can switch it every month. We're going to start with a big goal of mine is look at all the Kindle books that I have in here. Like, that is the fullest jar that I have out of all 3 TBR jars. This is bad. So I do really want to focus on my Kindle books. Ooh, maybe that could be a reading blog, is to read some Kindle books. So I'm going to try and read, well, I'm going to grab 2 every single month. Okay, this one is like around my finger, so I guess that we will go here. Okay, this one is a series. Let's see. Enemies with Benefits by Roxy Nowhere. This is, it says, I don't like him. I don't love him. I don't even like him. I just want him. So I think it's like a brother's best friend kind of one night stand romance. So I'm not sure at all. So let's get our next one. If I know what they're about, I'll let you know. But I'm guessing that a lot of my Kindle TBR, I will not know. Okay, we got a small one. Oh, and if they are series, like Enemies with Benefits is a series, I will be reading whatever the first book in that series is, and I will keep the paper in my Kindle jar if I like the first book. So if I read it and I see that I really like it, then I'll put it back in there and I will continue that series if it comes up again. Okay, let's see. Well, oh, One-Way Tickets by Trisha O'Malley. When Paige finds out that her two-timing boyfriend is two-timing her, she decides to get a one-way ticket to paradise, and I'm pretty sure she meets her love interest in paradise. Let's do Death by TBR. These are all the books that I own physically. So, what? Okay, I also forgot to mention that I have 2 buddy reads in the month of January, so I'm really hoping to get Daughter of Mine by Megan Miranda on this TBR. Even if I don't, I have to read it, so it would be really nice if I could get it. And I also would like to get Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I will link all the people that are doing like read-alongs of the Abby Jimenez books. The Daughter of Mine is just a buddy read with Amanda from Booktopia. Amanda, I don't remember. I'll link her channel. But let's see. Okay, let's do 2 of these. So the first one is right. Oh my gosh, there's so many choices. I'm kind of scared, if I'm being honest. Okay, we got 1. Okay. Oh, ooh, okay, this is a new one. This is a new book. Like, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, okay. Let me go get it. This one is also on my 25 books I must read in 2025. I know that this is a series. Okay, Palm Cove book number 1. Okay, this is the first book in a series. So this paper, after I read this book, will go back into my jar because I do own the second book. And I think that there's a third book, but I don't own it yet. So if I end up liking it and want to continue with the series, it'll just go back. But this is a romance, like a boxing romance. Fight for It by Lauren Green. Love is Worth the Fight. Mia, I'm not quite sure. Oh, falling in love is the easy part. Mia, I'm not quite sure I'd be standing outside a Krav Maga gym right now if it weren't for toxic masculinity from my sleazy boss down. The men in my life don't have an ounce of chivalry between them, so I figured if you can't join them, beat them. Sean, I came here to learn self-defense, so why are all my walls crumbling around me? These newbie chicks are all the same, ready to stick it to the patriarchy for at least 15 minutes. Oh, that's gonna be cute. Okay, and then let's see potentially our last physical book for this TBR is right. Oh man, I don't know. I'm scared. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. This one is not a new to me book because I accidentally made the slips like super small. But this one has bigger font, so I know I've had it for a while. I don't know if you can read that. Let's see. The Game Changer. Oh, okay, so hold. So our physical books are both romances. I think our Kindle books are, at least one of them is a romance, Enemies with Benefits. Oh, okay, and then read it like, okay. Oh, and the road trip one. Okay. Let's see if we can find a romance booktuber that likes at least The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. So here's the thing. I read The Nanny by this author last year. Semi-recently. And, I didn't like it. But I had already bought this before I read that. Oh, okay. It had to have been this year because this just came out this year. But this is a romance, like a hockey romance, and I love hockey romances usually. But it's a hockey romance between a baker and a hockey player. A hockey player and a baker shoot their shot in the steamy new romance. When Ian Chase's very public breakup becomes a PR nightmare for his team, he hopes to focus on his game. But that suddenly seems less likely than a hat trick. With his career and the team's image in jeopardy, Ian is surprised to find a solution through none other than Delilah Baker, his best friend and teammate's little sister, who isn't so little anymore. Ooh, I love brother's best friend romances. Ooh, okay. I don't even need to know anything else. She's a baker. He's a hockey player. He's trying to fix his reputation. And he thinks that he can do that by dating his best friend's little sister. So, come on. If I don't like, it's basically like a second chance for Lana. Well, see, I didn't hate The Nanny, but I didn't really like it either. It was just kind of mediocre. So those are the two here. Okay. Now we have 2 audiobooks, and then we have to go back to those challenges to find a couple of books for those. I don't know why I smelled it, okay? I was hoping I would have like new book smelling. That's not a book. Okay, so an audiobook is right. Oh my god, that one's huge. But that doesn't mean anything. Okay, let's just go right here. So this is our first one. Our first audiobook. Oh my goodness. Okay. I did not expect this to come up, but it's library. So my intent was to see if I have anything out from the library, and listen to that one on audiobook. I am going to be real with you though. I just got Something Wild and Wonderful by Anita Kelly. A grumpy sunshine male romance that takes place while Lex and Ben are both hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. But that was convenient. Okay. Oh, I dropped one. So I guess that is the one that beckons to be called. Oh, you know what? I was just looking at this one on my computer. This is a Not So Meet Cute. It's a series by Megan Quinn. I think the first one is a Not So Meet Cute. So it's a very romance heavy TBR. This modern day take on Pretty Woman, a rich billionaire wants to buy a bride. Very romance heavy. This is a rom-com. I think it takes place as a wedding, but I don't know for sure. So, these are all the books that I'm reading this month, and within the next 2 months, you will be getting a read it like a certain social media person, probably booktuber, maybe book talker, maybe bookstagrammer, because I have all of those. I just do more booktube and like watch more booktube than any of those. I will be right back because I still need to get my challenge books and we can talk about it. This entire year, I'm counting my digital TBR and my physical TBR. So for Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, I'm going to be reading an audiobook or a Kindle. I'm going to be reading a Kindle book. It is You Look Beautiful Tonight. I don't remember the author, but it's a psychological thriller about obsession, I believe. But it's like this person has a secret admirer and they go too far. And for that, I could have also used that for the other prompts, but I didn't. For TBR Knockout in 2025, the first prompt is dark. So dark word or dark content. So for this, I picked both. I'm going to pick The Black Phone by Joe Hill. So black is a dark word. And because it was supposed to be like dark, night, black, gray, you know, like a dark color, a dark word, not like crime or like I have a book called The Taker. That sounds very dark to me, but not in the same way. This is a paranormal horror novel, I believe. But you follow Finney, who is kidnapped. And he's 13. He's been kidnapped. He's in the basement of this, like, sociopath. And the only thing he has in the basement is an old phone that doesn't work. But at night, he starts getting these phone calls. And, of course, he answers. And it's from the spirits of the victims of the serial killer that has him in his basement. And these victims are trying to get Finney out of the basement alive. And it just sounds really, really interesting. And then I didn't pick one for Truth and Lies, so that one can be like a mood read. Let's go with that. I just don't have any physical books that have truth or lies. So if I found a digital book that has truth and lies, preferably, then it's right here. But if I could find just one, then it's also right here. That's cool. I don't even know what it is yet. If I don't, well, then I'm not going to stress about it. But for the Buzz Cover Challenge, it's to read a book that has a pattern. And this has such a beautiful light pattern, and I'm counting it. And then look at the sprayed edges. This is Frigid by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the first in a duet, and I have the second one. Honestly, I would like to read both of them in the month of January, but no promises because I already have 6 other books to read. So, actually, 8 now. But no one could replace me in his life. I knew that. I was the friend who knew everything about him and whom he trusted above everyone else. For 21-year-old Sydney Bell, being in love with Kyler isn't anything new. They've been best friends ever since he pushed her down on the playground and she made him eat a mud pie. Somewhere over the years, she fell for him and fell hard. The problem, he's never stayed with a girl for longer than a few nights. And with it being their last year of college, Sydney won't risk their friendship by declaring her feelings. But maybe she should. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's very, different style for my TBRs, but I hope it works for me, as in, I stick to it. And I hope it works for you, as in you enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to see how TBR-a-thon in January goes for me. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!